Bismillah al-Rahman الرحيم. To draw an Islamic picture of the world, including the story of the creation of this awesome universe and of mankind, and then of God's treatment of humanity, one always needs to invoke the notion of love. God Himself is love and has created the world out of His love. He treats human beings with love, and hence faith also starts with love and ends with love. Love is the most powerful and the most central, important emotion in human beings. God fills all parts of one's heart and directs all aspects of one's life. One's love for God can only increase when one reduces one's selfishness, and ultimately if one can rid oneself completely of selfishness and the I-ness, which is the biggest failure of one's purpose in life. And only then can one become a perfect human being whose will and pleasure is the will and the pleasure of God.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The Lantern of Light Initiative is a support hub to help nurture and empower sisters who feel alone and overwhelmed under the world's turbulences. This gives me an opportunity as a woman and a sister in Islam to hold other women's hands and journey together towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's light. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Faiza Suleiman. I live in Stockholm, Sweden. I was born in England and I've been in Sweden for the past 16 years. In this day and age, it's not so easy to raise children. This age of social media, it's a lot tougher for us parents. The challenges are greater, so I'm very glad, like I said, very happy to be part of this network. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. So summarizing that verse, in the remembrance of Allah, the hearts truly find peace. So together, collectively, if we're able to remind each other to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we really will come closer to our goal in order to become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah.
This takes me back to a time when I was asked my reason for my existence, and I said, without even discussing this with myself, and it was just something that poured out, pure from a dimension that was unknown. That was, I want to bring smiles on people's faces. So it was like, oh my God, this is something that I've been wanting and asking this a long time. Then something else that really struck me, which Sister shared, the philosophy of the lanterns of light, was to help steer through the darkness of mental ill health. So this is something I specialize in, and I'm like, wow, here is where I can do what I am designed to do, what I have been doing, what I am master at in my own way. So yes, I would jump on this opportunity.
These women often suffer in silence with serious implications on their physical and their mental health. I have been that vulnerable person, struggling and overwhelmed at the bottom of a dark hole. And at these difficult times, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always sent me a beautiful sister. Whether that was a family member or a friend, it was somebody who was brave enough to reach into their vulnerable space, understand my emotions, and create this genuine, empathetic connection without judging me. They listened and they were simply there for me, and they helped to carry me out of darkness, back into light. And for this reason, this global initiative, Lantern of Light, really touches my heart and my soul. It provides us with this beautiful opportunity to explore our spirituality, be there for others, show love and kindness, and empower those sisters who are suffering in silence, all for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Women have potentials like men for perfection, for nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And actually, it seems that in some aspects, for women, maybe spirituality is easier. Because if we believe that spirituality is more a matter of love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and overcoming your selfishness, it seems that for women both of these are easier to overcome their selfishness and ego, and to have love for women who are made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, full of love for their family, for their children, and for other things. To be able to develop this love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is much easier. And also we understand from some hadith that women also have very good patience and very good steadfastness. The ability of women to cope with the pains, even physical pains, much more than men. Their ability to stand by their decisions, or to be available for helping, for example, when they feel there is threat for their family or children or for their own honor and dignity. They have great power and determination. Therefore, for them to be able to get on the path of spirituality is not only possible, but maybe from some perspectives it's easier. My understanding is that inshallah, if our communities go by authentic Islam and not being too open or too close, inshallah we would have many women, many sisters inshallah in our community that would be very good examples and role models, not only for our girls but also for men, like Lady Maryam and Lady wife of Pharaoh, that were examples for both. Already we are seeing that mashallah we have many good religious, educated, talented, committed sisters. And my hope is very much in future, especially in the West, that inshallah such people would be very much shaping the future of our community and giving inshallah good ambassadors for Islam. We are not in a situation that we need to be shy about women, or we need to hide what we think about women. No, I think this is one of the strengths of Islam, that women have very special position, and Islam has very respectful, very outstanding regard for women. When it comes to mothers, when it comes to sisters, when it comes to daughters, when it comes to wife, all different manifestations, roles that women can play, we have great respect for them. So inshallah, I hope you also would be soon inshallah very good examples and role models inshallah for our girls and also for our boys, inshallah, bi'ithnillah. And you can easily refute the idea that Islam is, not giving enough attention to women, or Islam is restricting women, etc. No. Islam creates an environment for flourishment of women.